Hi, Mary.
How are you, Gigi? So you're 17.
Yeah.
When were you aware that you were having a form of communication or contact?
2, 3. I would wake up in the night and start screaming. There was an older lady in the room, like a ghost. Lots of astral traveling. Wake up outside 4 in the morning and I feel like I'd be floating and I don't even know how I got out here. Spaceships are more extraterrestrial life. It happens more when I'm 15. Blue light took up so much of the sky. Saying, don't worry, it's just here to show and present itself.
Did you feel that they were telling you why they were visiting?
You're on the right track. This is what you're supposed to be doing. A lot of the messages I get when I'm asleep, one of them touched me on my stomach. I wake up with a hit mark. The messages in the dream, they would tell me something, a number, a word, or a smell, or colour, and that will help me with a pain.
Do you ever consciously have communication?
Yes, all the time. They're like non-stop painting. They will say the star names, help with healing or a better way to be. Navia, meaning a role to share knowledge, an oversoul, friend, or live an inner earth as a construct of a range according to a pattern or an organisation.
She's got the most amazing energy.
It's their way of speaking, or if it's a frequency through the way how I draw.
Do you get the message in that symbol or that light language?
I'll show you. Frequencies coming down human resonance. It's like a pulse coming through all the energy that they bring in. They're telling their story through it.
You'll get the language and some you don't.
Telepathic, they'll message through me. I feel like a lot of them are hovering over my shoulder.
How many beings do you know you've drawn?
So many coming through. All of them I feel connected to. Like I've already known them. I've connected from now. Already incarnated here before with us. Some of them I've known on missions or something. Communicating with all these beings. There's such a large amount, thousands. I feel that's my role. Like talk to other people around the world. It goes a little bit serious when they talk about extraterrestrials. Beautiful and intelligent. They're just pure light or energy.
To see the art that's coming through with the frequencies is just amazing. And I'm so appreciative, and I know a lot of other people are going to be as well.
I'm Ginger, 14. One of the first ones I remember, walked down to the office, teddy bear, and remember being up there and looking at the stars.
How old were you?
3. I could just feel something coming out there.
Were these just stars?
Like spacecrafts or clouds come over them. You'd see like shapes. Electrocuted pregnant like 8 times. Born in an electrical storm and big rainbows, electric lightning, like a whole electric fences and light bulbs to be changed all the time. I share a room with Gigi and they'll just come through the curtain and they feel more comfortable with another one instead of just me. At night we'll be dreaming and we'll have the same dream, so we'll connect. Be someone or a message that pops up in there. Each sibling is different. More can come in because they feel protected. Even with animals, the dolphin will swim by and gives us a message.
So just to clarify, unique connection to any form of electrical energy. The way you experience information is when you connect to one of the family animal or object, and then you will get a visual. Is that how it comes?
Yes.
These electrical beings, you get a sense of familiarity.
They might come in and startle me. We're in the kitchen, I'd go past the oven, zap me, or I touch the fridge or something, kettle, or they might go onto Elsa and they keep zapping her until they've got me the message.
Thank you, Ginger, for sharing so well that very unusual side to your experiences.
I'm Geri. I'm 12 years old, the youngest.
Thank you, Geri. Form of communication, these otherworldly beings. Do you remember what age?
5.
Did you see them physically or did you see them in your mind's eye?
So it was in a tree, you'd see a goblin face. You see it and then it just disappears. When you see something at an angle, you see it. When you move, you see it's not there. You're at that angle.
It's like an image on an overlay of a tree or something like that, was it?
Yeah, it's like that.
Is it still like that? Or do you see them in a more solid form now?
Well, they're all different. You can see them at night time with the stars above us. You can see some in the sky. In the water, you can see like sirens.
Abilities, find yourself being different.
I know what animals hear them thinking, the way the trees are feeling, that it could be a crystal. I can see that it has feelings.
There's an intelligence in that rock others don't see. Do you sense it as a feeling or a knowing?
Yeah, it's a feeling.
And how many of them do you see in terms of different kinds of beings? Do you know how many that have been interacting with you?
I think I've lost count.
Oh, that's okay. When they're communicating, how do they do that?
You see them in the corner of your eye, and then they give you energy, like put something there, put something here, and that's the message. It's like puzzling, it's like a task. His name is Sia. One from the other realm. He's a servant next to our bedroom window. He dropped a box, but then it disappeared. It's a message that I can communicate with them now.
Thank you, Geri. You people are going to really appreciate what you've shared, especially the kids.
Hi Mary, I am the seventh child in the family.
And how old are you, GIGJET?
11.
That you were interacting with some of these beings. What age was that?
4. Sitting near a tree, a little fairy came near me. Then a little honey eater, little bird, it started singing its song. The fairy and the bird flew away, and it meant like a message. It said, "Look at me and draw me." You can go and hear the animals talking. Horses come up the hill and they'll rush by you, telling me to speak Egyptian. Wedge-tail, the eagles telling me, "Go down the creek, there's a message."
The animals and the birds actually talk to you, and you understand how they communicate with you?
Yeah, definitely. The frogs start cricketing for a reason. They want water.
Or do you feel that's with all nature communicating?
All nature, definitely.
How did you start to see any of the other ones here? Did you see them with your physical eyes?
I know, yeah. Talk to me in different languages, sometimes in Egyptian.
Any other language?
I don't even know the language. It's like being language, really hard to hear, but hear it really deeply, you'll hear it. They sing it underwater, blowing bubbles. They'll come by really close and you'll be like, fright for you. Oh, it's a siren, I've got to draw you. Helping the creek, like there's a dam that's unbroken.
So they're giving you the message to help the planet.
Yeah.
You ever had a sense past life?
I get a feeling that I've been here already.
What about like other planets?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I'm going through a realm and then I go through like another planet, sometimes just floating in galaxies.
So you go out into the galaxies.
Yeah. Being Lura, and then there's a pixie named Scribbit, and she'll come near you and blow bubbles near your ear, and it whispers to you what they need.
Any other abilities that you may experience that others don't seem to have?
Up to the stars, and you don't see any shooting. You can come out now, you don't have to be afraid of me, and like a big meteorite or something might come through.
Have the experience of being a spacecraft?
Being will go bring you through different planets and teach you about it. Look like the pixies, sometimes spider being has 3 brains.
And how do you feel about the beings that you meet?
Like I already know them. I think there's only like 2 on the ship, and when you open up your eyes, there's like 100.
Wow.
And then I'll draw it and I'll show Mum.
Thank you for agreeing to share what your experiences are.
Hello Mary, my name's Jeannie. I'm the youngest.
How old are you, Jeannie?
I'm 9.
What age were you when you were aware you were having these kinds of contact with these different beings?
It was when I was 4 years old.
How did you experience it? What was it like?
I would just walk somewhere and they'll just be sitting on my shoulder walking with me.
So you saw them, a feeling or a knowing that somebody was there?
Like I would see them and then they would like disappear a bit.
So you would actually physically see them. What kind of things did they say to you?
They would want us to do something for them, be friends with me.
How did you feel about them? Did you talk about it? Did you keep it to yourself?
Sometimes I would tell to Elsa and Richard, and sometimes I would keep to myself.
Did you ever remember anything from other places or other times?
Really? Like days after you?
Yeah? And how many do you now see or communicate with?
Yeah, a lot.
When you say a lot, what do you mean by a lot? Do you mean 10, 20, 40? Do any have a special message?
I like to help them.
Ever get you to draw anything unusual? Writing?
One I've been drawing in Arabic. It's different kind of words.
And do you understand those words?
Yeah, they're easy.
Are you aware of kind of ability that you may have that others don't have? You know, do you see things like energy, or do you see things of light?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you always see the beings with your physical eyes or in your mind's eye?
My eyes, physical eyes. I see so many more than my sisters and brothers.
Of being going on any spacecraft or going to other planets, feel that that's happened to you?
Because I've been on a spacecraft before.
Yeah. What you're doing is really helping so many others like yourself. There's something wrong with them and they shouldn't talk about it, that they're okay. So thank you, Jeannie, so much for that.